So can you talk about the importance of choosing the father of your kids? Because so many of us come into it too late. Like a lot of women get pregnant, they're teenagers. They don't really even think about choosing. So can you talk about that?
Ooh, look, this is a testimony right here. Because I have made this mistake more than once, unfortunately. I thought because my mates were college educated and because they were clean cut and because they had good manners and things like that, that I was picking well. Oh, my friends, they had kids with those thugs. And look, some of these white collar men can be some of the most psychologically abusive.
Yes.
They can be very condescending. I guess that is a form of psychological abuse, but
narcissists.
Yeah, narcissists. Oh, because yes, one of them definitely is. They can have a mentality where it's still just very patriarchal, where they act like, well, I'm doing you a favor. Like, I'm doing you a favor by dating you.
Right, especially if they're semi-successful. It's like they're the prize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I remember getting pregnant with my oldest son, and I was actually at Spelman, and his father was almost done with graduate school. I was younger. He was a lot older than me, so there was a very strong abuse factor in that relationship. He would go through my phone. He would hack my email. All kinds of crazy, like stalkerish things that you hear about people going through. So do not think just because somebody dresses nice or they're getting their PhD or they wear glasses and button-ups that they're not twisted up here. They're not a narcissist. Just because someone is intelligent doesn't mean that they're a good person.
That's right.
So that is something that needs to be definitely said, because I've definitely let two people's representatives and them being able to dress it up. Basically, I let that lead instead of making sure that they were actually like financially stable, that they had the right values. And that was one of the things that both of them lacked family values. And unfortunately, it was definitely due to a lack of a male presence or I'll say even a male mentorship. Because I know some men who didn't have a male presence, but they have positive male role models in their life, and they don't behave the way these dudes do. So I definitely think one of the main things that I look for now is family values. Not like, oh, he loves his mom. Does he respect his mother? It's more important than does he love his mother. How does he treat all of the women in his life? What is his work ethic? Just not like, oh, he takes me to nice dinners and he's all smiley when we're in public. How does he treat you when the doors are closed, behind closed doors? Because that's not always the case. You definitely want to ask yourself, if I had a baby with this person, would I want my child to behave like this person? And just because the person has a degree, again, or drives a nice car, doesn't mean they have good character. And I know if I go back, I would say no. I would not want my child to act like this person, because I had a very abusive partner. I had a very passive partner. And neither one of those situations are things that I would want for myself or that I want for my children. So I have to kind of go back and do basically damage control and have therapy for myself, therapy for my children, to make sure we don't repeat those same patterns. And again, education is great, but again, somebody could be very wealthy or very well-to-do and not have a degree. Maybe they're a business owner.
Yes.
So sometimes we put too much emphasis on, oh, he got a PhD, or oh, he went to Yale. That doesn't mean that he won't choke you. That doesn't mean that he won't have a baby with his secretary. Really looking at the person's character and their values, and that's what's most important. Is it a value to them to make sure their wife is taken care of? For a lot of men, it's not. They just want you to be cute.
Yeah.
And they'll put pressure on you. Why don't you lose weight? Why don't you put on makeup? But you're working 40, 50 hours a week and taking care of kids by yourself. But they want to be like, we need to lose weight. We need to get it together. It has to be a value that he wants to take the stress off of you. He wants to make you feel good. He wants you to be in your feminine. He has to look at having a family as not just like, oh, we're going to have a baby, but like, oh, this is an opportunity for us to build generational wealth.